Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hello, 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 my royalty. Okay, either grab something boiling hot or freezing cold. Oh, let's go. Because I'm going to be talking more about love, dating nightmares, dating dreams, love, and yeah, it's going to be all about love, but the different technologies and thoughts and theories and quotes. And of course, it's going to be a messy, messy series as normal. Now I'm going to have to think of a new series to call this one because I already have one with the title of What's Love Got to Do with It? Slightly dedicated to Tina Turner, of course. Of course. Oh, that music or that song is so powerful and it means so much because, especially with how the expectations of marriage nowadays, if it is true that the Heritage Foundation wants to force women to marry by 30, if it is true, what's love got to do with it? What's the point? It's like you might as well have one of those lavender weddings. If it's not going to be about love and it's just about a due date, it's like, okay, get married, have the kids, you do you, I'll do me. It's like, if that is true, I mean, okay, I'm going to go on and get married to somebody, but I don't want to live in the same house as them. It's only because it's the due date. Okay? It's only because of the due date. If you knew the men that I have dated, if you knew the set, like, because especially, oh my gosh, thinking about the men I dated around that time is absolutely horrifying. If I had to choose any, and the thing is, when you walk differently and being a black woman, trying to get higher degrees and things like that, like, so many people kept telling me that I have to date a black man, I have to be with a black man. Most of these black men hate me. Once I bring up my goals, my dreams, my education, things that I'm working hard on, what I want to pursue, they don't like me. When I bring up investing, they despise me. And it's just really, or either they despise me or they try to figure out a way to see if they can get any of my money. Mm. But I don't know. It's just, oh, I don't know. I don't know. But okay. But what's love got to do with that, especially with the dating apps? Because especially last year, I kept hearing from all different types of demographic of men that dating apps are not for dating. Dating apps are just for finding someone to sleep with. Have you guys heard this? Have you guys heard this? I mean, let me know and have you heard this from any of these social media influencers? If so, let me know who. I really want to listen to their videos. I really want to know what they're saying, how they're saying it, and the destruction of technology that was supposed to be helpful, that was supposed to allow people to meet and possibly date people that are farther in distance or different schedules or people that they would have never met if not for technology. Because I know, like, even my bishop's daughter, she, I think, yeah, she thinks she met her husband on a dating app, and he was on the other side of the pond. And it's like, he plays instruments and he's very musical, just like her. It's like they have the cutest love story. Part of me kind of wondered, why don't they come together and write a book on their story, either create it to be fiction or write from their hearts. Maybe they can rotate chapter by chapter her perspective of when they first met, his perspective of when they first met, and like how and like the thought process. And I mean, yeah, I mean, they're from the church and everything like that or whatever, but it's like if I see at least something that could be good, used for good. And yes, capitalism, they'll probably take, like, I hope I'm wrong, but they'll probably take it towards the capitalistic, awful, terrible brainwashing of religion. So, but it was just a thought. It's just a thought, right? But okay, we have to look at the definition of love because in so many different areas and different ways, love is looked at differently. And then also, when you ask people, so many people see love differently. And then, especially now, we're seeing divorce. Yeah, it's like I keep seeing videos where people are getting divorced now from especially the MAGA men because a lot of these women, like, okay, I keep talking about in these videos, and I'm going to keep on doing it. You colonizing women really thought black women were lying and playing you. You guys kept saying that you were exhausted of black people. Are you still tired? Are you still exhausted? Are you now realizing that we kept talking and kept trying to tell you what was going to happen? Because we wanted you to know what was going to happen, but then you can't try to say that we're just trying to play the victim, that we just want attention and stuff like that. Now what's going on? How do you feel now? Do you believe us now? Finally. Even though all throughout history we were the ones that kept telling the truth, we're exhausted. It's like some of you guys, especially the Cuban community and certain other demographics, oh, you want us to help now. You want us to hold hands and sing Kumbaya and all this other mess now. When we wouldn't have had to if you just listened to us at the beginning. If you had just concentrated, like even met up with us, even asked us for our resources of where we got our information or why we think what we think. But no, you like a lot of, it's just, it's just alarming and scary how so many people are against us when we kept fighting for you. But now you're paying the consequences for fighting against us. So now you want us to rescue you and help you. See, and I want to be like Mr. No Heart and say I'm not going to be your white knight. But yeah, we got a lot of white people trying to, like with the white pillowcases and all that and stuff right now, don't we? Speaking of, I kind of wonder, sometimes I wonder, did my ex join ICE? Because I mean, he blames me for the breakup. He blames me for the breakup. Lying his tail out. Like, and that's another, like, when it comes to love, it's so crazy how so many men or so many people accuse the other person of being so bad and evil and everything like that in order to save face and in order to find new people to engage in activities with. They'll play the pity party. Because I've learned that a lot too, because I didn't realize this until later, but then thinking about Mr. Lockakey and how it's like he claims he broke up with, I mean, technically he broke up with the young lady, but then I find out how he got together with, I think her name was Dawn. Maybe something with a G, but I think it was Dawn. Destiny. No, Destiny. Yeah. She bribed him with some special candy and said if he wanted the special candy, then he had to be her her boyfriend or whatever. That's how they started the relationship. But then he got tired of her and he said he didn't like her or whatever. So then he blackmailed me because he stole from my purse. If you already know, catch up, listen to the other stories or whatever. But then after he blackmailed me and everything, and I was so scared that he was going to eliminate himself from the earth if I didn't follow his directions or whatever, she would go around and tell the neighbors, tell everybody, he's not pure anymore, or he's impure and stuff like that. Ooh, how do you say you're a bigot without saying you're a bigot? It's like, but the only thing she was good at was being a bigot. And so, but yeah, Mr. Lockakey kept saying that he loved me. He would have an envelope for our wedding money. But I wasn't worried because I knew we were never getting married because he could never get clean. I think he got clean for his middle school sweetheart. And that's the funny thing. He would always, like, when he wasn't under the influence, he would tell me how much he loved me and how amazing and perfect I was, and how love brought us together. No, love did not bring us together. You stole my license and my social security card and some other stuff from my purse in order to force me to come back over to your house. Love didn't bring us together. And even on the dating app, I kept telling you we were not compatible. We should only be friends. Because at first I was like, no, thank you. I think I even blocked you, but then made a new profile and found me again and kept and said, please, 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 you got to give me a chance. You got to give me a chance, all that garbage. But since I was already getting so much negativity from my mother and other people around me, I was like, you know what? I could use a friend. Maybe we can at least be friends. I didn't know. I did not know I was getting myself into that. But then whenever he was under the influence, he told me exactly what it was going to be. He told me he was going to leave me for his middle school sweetheart once he found her. He told me that he wouldn't want nothing to do with me. So then when I broke up with him, finally, catch up, yeah, it took a while, but I finally found a way to break up with him without being in fear of him doing what he said he was going to do to himself. And so then he's kept begging me and begging me. If you already know, then yeah, you'll know when I try to get my money back that he owed me. I tried to get it, but he kept telling me that I can only get it if I got back with him and slept with him a certain amount of times. And I had 2 weeks to make up my mind, or he would double the parameters. But then while I'm like, I just want my money. Leave me alone. Okay, other than my money, just leave me alone. If you don't want to pay it back, I'll figure out a way to sue you. Because I was going to try, but then lawyers are expensive, and trying to do small claims is like, I didn't want the drama. Like, I was like, how do I do this without the drama and everything like that? So, but then he found his middle school sweetheart. And then she threatened me that she was going to take me to court. I'm like, and she was like, for harassment. Like, what? Like, he owes me money. I broke up with him. Yeah. He fell out of love with me as soon as he found her. And I had so much love in my heart when I found out he impregnated her. Because I'm like, now I officially, yes, there is no way you can possibly ever get back with me. Hallelujah. Amen. And because she kept trying to brag about it. I'm like, I'm happy for you. I don't want anything. I don't know what the stupid man told you. Because that's another thing. In order for some of these men to find quote unquote love, they have to lie to the next person in order to get new love or attention or compassion or a relationship. They have to lie to appear to be the good person and the good guy. They have to. Mr. Lakaki was a terrible, or in my opinion, he is still an absolute awful, terrible human being. He is an awful, terrible bigot, but for some reason, a bigot wants to date a black woman. Does that make sense? But at the same time, I've met other men who've tried. Like, I learned a lot from him because I started blocking. Like, once I found some bigotry in some of these men, I'm like, block, ignore, get away from me. And then some of them showed full face. Like, I don't know if I uploaded any of them yet, like some of them called me the N word, but there's one specific one during COVID. Who during COVID, he like as soon as he found out that I was a Democrat, I was nothing but an N word to him. Yeah, check out the Patreon. Check out the if I don't have that one up yet, it will be up by the spring. But yeah, I have some of them are repeats because yeah, I'm working on different episodes and yeah, so sometimes they're going to be grouped up with other photos because of the theme and everything like that. So, but yeah, I if I don't without them being repeated, there's at least 200 photos so far and I have hundreds more to go. I think I have over 1,000, but yeah, baby steps, baby steps. But you're gonna see so many different messages from different men claiming that they love me or that I don't know what love is because I have standards. And that's part of the funny thing because, okay, let's go into the technology part. And one thing you're gonna keep hearing me say is how, okay, being an older woman now, it's like I'm starting to see people divorce and marry new people and or divorce and marry, divorce and marry, divorce and marry, or they divorce and then they start dating multiple women, sometimes at the same time. Yeah, watch how you post on Facebook, because some of us we get like a lot of your pictures for some reason, even though we don't look at your profiles. But then for some reason, I keep saying, I'm like, what is going on? But when I'm seeing you on one date one day and then a couple days later you're on another date with a totally different woman, and I mean totally different woman. Some people are like, maybe she just looks different now. That no, total no, she's no, that's not the same human being. So I just hope if you're all friends with these ladies that I hope they all know, and even if they're not friends, in case you are doing anything in the bedroom, that you might want to let all of them know because of their health and safety. Right, right. Anyway, it's just crazy how so many of these men just say that standards don't have anything to do with relationships, how politics don't have anything to do with relationships. Then why are so many of these MAGA women or Republican women breaking up and divorcing these MAGA men? Or maybe they're Democrat or moderate women. Why are they trying to break up and divorce from these MAGA Republican men? Make that make sense. Make that come together. Okay, because I'm seeing a trend in some of these videos now where a lot of these women are, especially after they've seen one of their own get sacrificed because of these these hot mess of a yeah. But think, what is love? Because some don't think that love has anything to, or a relationship has nothing to do with politics or a relationship. But I feel like having being on the same side on big issues is a big deal, and it allows you to have a bigger connection when you guys are in line with each other. And it's like they say, like a lot of these men say that love has nothing to do with standards, but I'm not gonna date a man who's gonna say I'm a idiot, I'm a like lib plus the yeah like or I'm stupid and dumb, or I need to be corrected. Do you know how many of these Republican men say, I need to be taught or be corrected and stuff? Or, oh, another thing that happened a lot last year, how many men would tell me that, oh, the problem is that he's not fascist enough. Yeah, look, oh, I know I uploaded a couple of those guys. It's like, all right. All right. Why are you, why, just why? Why are you writing me? I asked that 3 times because I really want to know. It doesn't make any sense. With a lot of these men, it does not make any sense why they wrote me. Some of them were just desperate for attention. Some of them just are trying to make a woman mad, but they don't understand. I'm just going to screenshot it and show the world. Sometimes I'm just like, thank you. Thank you. That's what I needed. Perfect. More evidence. And so when some of these men have the nerve to try to degrade me because of my standards, either they try to say that I'm stupid because of my education, or that I'm dumb for getting an education. So many have said that. Or that they make more money without an education, which that's not why I want a man with an education. I want an educated man because then they'll understand the hard work and the dedication. And a lot of educated men are more open-minded, and they don't see education as a masculine thing. They see it as a human being thing. And they also will more likely see my goals as something positive, as something good, something that a passion I want to work towards. And yes, I do want kids, but I also want to work on my dreams. I don't want my whole life to just be in making babies and raising them. No. I have my own life I want to live too. I have my own goals too. Some people might call it selfish. How come it's not selfish for a man? Because okay, like I've said in one of my earlier videos, it's not selfish when men go after their dreams, when they can go places after work and have a life and hobbies, and but then they want the only hobby for the woman is to take care of the house and kids and them at night. And then some of these men complain when they don't get any at night. When the woman is tired, she's tired of him. Because when a woman not only has to feel like the mother and the babysitter to her husband, it's like being the wife feels like being a single mother. But then the husband wants her to be the sensual bedroom and seduce him and stuff like that. He gets mad when she doesn't want to. When being around a husband feels like babysitting, it's like you want her to, no. What kind of woman's gonna feel like that? What kind of woman's gonna actually want to? And I'm gonna be talking a lot about, well, the definition and the language in different quotes and different stories about love. It's like, oh, I saw the musical and Juliet, and it was beautiful. Oh, it was amazing. But even how they dived into the story of love, and even Shakespeare and his wife, it's interesting. So I might have a whole episode, and I might even research more on his relationship, and maybe even other famous relationships. How did they do so well, or how did they do so terribly? It's a mystery. And one example, like with Jennifer Lopez, it's like people always want to judge the woman. And at first I started to, but then I realized maybe no. Mm-mm. After my dating life and everything like that, people are going to probably try to blame me. They don't realize the crap that I've been through. They don't see, like, I'm not perfect, but all of the times I've saved these men, helped these men, it's like I had their back. Hardly ever have it. Like the only time of an argument with Mr. Lockakey is when he wanted me to stop doing my grad school homework, threatening to punch holes in the walls and stuff. Like just threatening to yell and scream and all types of things. But when I tried to break up with him, threatening his own life. Yep. Yep. But then he tried to make me the bad guy because he had the nerve to tell his now wife that I refuse for him to meet my parents. When, yes, I refuse for you to meet my parents because you would go around and tell all your friends that the only reason you wanted to meet my parents and go to their house in the winter time was that you would have a jacket with large pockets so you can steal from them. You only wanted to steal from my parents. That's the only reason you wanted to come to this house. The only reason. Yeah. And then with Mr. Lockakey, he never wanted to meet my parents. I invited him over 20 times and then I stopped because I'm like, you know what? I am tired of looking stupid. He keeps telling me that I'm not doing enough when I'm like, oh, well, why is your gas tank full then? How did your kids get fed? Because you told me that you didn't have anything to feed them. So you, your roommate, and your kids got fed. The weeks that you forgot to pay the gas bill and the internet and the heat. And when you begged me to start the business. And the times that you spent 8 to 10 hours playing like video games on your computer all day long. But then when I was writing my novel, when I was working on my business ideas, try to squash my dreams or tell me it doesn't matter or you won't even read it unless I actually publish it. But then after I break up with you, all of a sudden you're hunting me down and looking me up on social media. Why? You have no need to. You said unless I publish. And I guess technically, because yeah, Mr. No Heart found my YouTube channel over a year ago. Yeah, I'm petty. Yeah, because I don't know, I'm just. I was like, what is love? Because it took that no good piece of scum, in my opinion, 5 years to say I love you. After everything I did, like even after he broke my car and then I had to go and pay and get it fixed, he didn't give me one red cent. He didn't even drive me, he didn't even follow me to the auto place. He went to work and he told me just drive slow. He didn't care if I was safe, but he had the nerve to say, I love you. Every time I was in danger, every time that I was like trying to get my life together, like when my mom was dying and I'm in tears at the hospital calling him, and yeah, he's too busy playing a video game. He had to get off the phone. But I'm gonna talk a whole lot more about that. But one thing I want to cover quite a lot is when I see the people who got married, divorced, or whatever, how many times. And they each time they like with the first person they say that's the love of their life. And then the second person, the love of their life. Aren't they the love of the moment? Aren't they the love for now? Aren't they the love while your mind is on them? They're not the love of your life. And yes, you never know when a relationship is going to end, but maybe stop saying the love of your life. But maybe I need to look up things or ways because making greeting cards, I want to make sure that I don't sound that way because especially a lot of these men out here take advantage and use some of these romantic words and codings and they pretend and act like they love somebody like Mr. No Heart and Lockakey, but they didn't. No. They didn't love me, I know that. They wanted to take advantage of me, use me, and everything in between. That's what they wanted to do. So I'm going to take a dive into love, the language, the meaning, the culture of it, the perception of it, the expectations of it. There is so much to it. But, anyways, this is the Handicapable Black Woman. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.